All right, hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into a method that has absolutely revolutionized modern dairy farming, the total mixed ration, or TMR. If you're in the dairy world, or even just curious about it, you're going to want to understand how this one concept changes pretty much everything. So let me start with a question that sounds a little weird, right? Can cows actually be picky eaters? I mean, we usually picture them just munching away on whatever's in front of them, but the reality is way more complicated. And for a farmer, that complication can be the difference between profit and loss. Because get this, cows are picky eaters. They are actually masters at sorting through their feed to pick out the tastiest, most delicious parts. And this isn't just some funny little habit. It's a fundamental challenge in animal nutrition that can lead to some pretty serious problems. See, with traditional feeding methods, it's like a buffet. The cows can sort through all the ingredients, they eat the good stuff, the candy, and leave the rest behind. This leads to a ton of wasted feed and, even more importantly, a major nutritional imbalance. The ultimate goal, the dream scenario, is for every single bite a cow takes to be a complete balanced meal. No waste, just perfect nutrition. So how on earth do you achieve that? Well, this is where TMR comes in. Think of it less like that buffet where you can pick and choose, and more like a perfectly formulated stew, where every single ingredient is mixed together in every spoonful. It's the solution to picky eating. Just like the name says, TMR, or total mixed ration, is a method where everything a cow needs is blended together into one single uniform mix. We're talking forage, concentrates, supplements, it's all in there. The cow can't pick and choose anymore because every single mouthful is nutritionally identical. The process itself is a pretty simple three-step system. First, you gather all the feed components. Second, a specialized feeder mixer blends them into that perfect, homogeneous ration. And finally, that uniform mix gets distributed to the entire herd. It's simple in concept, but incredibly powerful in practice. So what happens when you actually put this system into place? Well, the results are significant and, frankly, pretty amazing, creating a huge win-win situation for both the animals and the farmer. The first and most obvious win for a dairy farmer is immediate: more milk and better quality milk. It makes sense, right? When every cow gets a consistent, perfectly balanced diet, their bodies just perform optimally. This translates directly into higher production and better quality in terms of fat, protein, and lactose. But it's not just about production. This system also leads to healthier cows. A balanced diet supports a stable, healthy rumen, which is the main digestive chamber for a cow. This means fewer digestive issues like acidosis, which, in turn, means lower vepals. Better health translates directly into lower costs. So, to just quickly recap, the benefits are huge. You see increased feed intake because everything's delicious, which slashes waste. You get improved nutritional balance and better rumen health. That leads to more and better milk while at the same time cutting your feed and vet costs. On top of all that, it gives farmers a ton of flexibility to fine-tune the diet as the herd's needs change. Now, this all sounds pretty perfect, doesn't it? But with any high-precision system, there's always a catch. Achieving these kinds of results demands a significant investment and a whole new way of doing things. So let's flip the coin and look at the other side. The core trade-off of the TMR system is precision versus cost. And it's not just a financial investment in new equipment. It's a deep investment of time, specialized training, and meticulous day-to-day management. And here's the dilemma laid bare. The pros are compelling: better health, higher production, and less waste. But the cons are serious: a huge upfront investment, the need for constant precision, and a critical risk. If you make one mistake in the formulation, the health of the entire herd is on the line. And those challenges are specific and demand attention. You need expensive machinery, like feeder mixers. You need constant quality control. This is not a set-it-and-forget-it system. Your staff has to be really well trained. And the risk is high. Poor management can actually increase the danger of diseases like acidosis, completely wiping out all the benefits. So when you look at it from all angles, it becomes really clear that adopting TMR isn't just about buying a new machine. It's a fundamental strategic business decision about the entire future of a farm. Ultimately, TMR is a balancing act. It's an incredibly powerful tool with incredible rewards, but its success depends completely on balancing that high investment with the intense, grueling, day-in and day-out precision it takes to make it work. And that leaves us with the final, most critical question. Given the high costs and the need for expert management, is TMR the right investment for every farm? There's no simple yes or no answer. It really depends on a farm's scale, its capital, and its commitment to precision. It's a strategic choice that every modern farmer has to weigh for themselves.